How Long Gone, recording in process. Chris Black coming to you from New York City. Them jeans. What's good?
I just took a piss and I seen codeine coming out.
Okay, great. Thank you. That was the update I wasn't expecting but needed to hear.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking that I just started taking a new multivitamin. I realized that I'm not really taking vitamins, you know?
Oh man, I wish I could say the same. God, I wish I could say the same.
So I mean, I take things that I eat a rich diet full of vitamins, and I try to get my vitamins from food. But you know, as we're in our 40s now, you need a little
extra.
You need a little A2, B12
extra?
bump.
A little extra? Yeah.
But I took there's this brand called Thorne.
Yeah.
Which you've probably heard of.
Mm-hmm.
They're like expensive, nice ones. And I just got some, daily multivitamin thingy, the senior formula. And when I tell you this shit was looking like lemon lime Gatorade with the umami turned all the way to 11.
I know. That's the problem with vitamins. They make you think something's wrong.
No.
You know what I mean? They think, oh shit, my kidneys ain't working right, but it's actually good for you.
Yeah, we've discussed this before. I like it.
Because you see that it's working.
Yeah. I like working out hard, saunaing, blah, blah, blah. And then it makes you feel as if you've done a hard day's work.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I understand.
If it comes out clear, you're living a life that's not full of enough strife.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what that is. Yeah, I'm sure that's what that is.
You're not being challenged enough if your pee is always clear.
But Thorne's like a DTC, like they got $100 million startup vibe, right?
I'm sure. I don't know.
Sure. I've never clicked into it before because I feel like I can get that at Whole Foods and I don't need it from them, but I do. I'm sure they make it nice and easy.
Yeah, I mean, I just got it on Amazon.
Oh, I see. Okay. I didn't know if they got you I didn't know if they got you into a pyramid scheme where you have to, you're paying monthly for pills you can't take.
Not like my good friends at True Nutrition, where they create a scenario where it's kind of subscription only. They don't, it's very drug dealery. Like, I'm trying to buy the key. I'll settle for a quarter pack, but they're like, no, we're only doing 8s, 3.5s only. So I got to go cop every week.
No QP. You got to come back every week and tap in.
And I'm like, let me get the $75 duffel bag full of fucking fresh Pow Pows, not 4 installments of $22 baby duff. Don't give me the Jacques Mou duffels on subscription.
You want a full size LL Bean vintage duffel, or maybe a Patagonia full size. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Don't make me Rocket Money your ass is all I'm saying.
We should start using Rocket Money as a threat. Hey, I swear to God, I'll Rocket Money your ass. You do that one more time, I'm gonna come get what I'm owed.
Yeah, turn this plane around. Your ass keep complaining. I'll Rocket Money your whole shit. Light bill, Rocket Money. Nails done, Rocket Money. Yeah, has your BM been acting up and you don't really have time to sort through all the finances that you're covering for them? Rocket Money is here for you.
Has your BM been acting up? Well, it's funny you bring up BMs because I saw on Twitter that our boy Ish from Joe Budden is caught up in some BM drama. He wasn't paying his child support.
What kind of drama? Like in terms of legal?
His chick's.
Has he been penalized?
I mean, his chick his BM is posting like nyc.gov. Like this is the case number type shit on Twitter.
Oof.
Yeah, it's not great for him. Praying for him.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm praying. I mean, I don't really know if Ish is a good or bad person. I just assume that everybody on the Joe Budden podcast is a
good person. I agree with you. It's a great person.
They're a lovable but flawed character. Like
sure.
They're all from the school of Jim Jones, where you're like, lovable. I know you mean well deep down inside, but
I'm really trying to go.
Bad things have happened.
I've asked my editors at GQ to try to get me in touch with Jim Jones because I want to go work out with him and his Vamp life. He has a Vamp fitness brand that is like, he's got some trainer and they do all this crazy shit together and they like sell programs like every other, thoughty dude on Instagram. But I think it would be fun for me to go kind of uptown, probably New Jersey at this point.
So it's his version of Mark Wahlberg's Municipal.
It's not as much of a merchandise push as it is a training program push.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, because I think basically he's probably like, all right, this is my trainer. I've been working together forever. I'll pay for the whatever. I'll pay for a bunch of content, and then we'll make some money on the back end. But I want to. It's old school. It's old school. They're lifting weights in a driveway. The gym they're in looks absolutely shitty. All the equipment's red. Which is I just that feels aggressive to me. But I'm interested in getting a pump in with Jim.
Yeah,
I think it could happen.
Yeah, I'm also interested in that program because I feel like most of the fitness regimes and trainers and all these things, it's not aligned with my lifestyle, and I feel like I'm more aligned with Jim Jones's lifestyle, where it's like we're gonna get this little workout in, we're gonna do this, and this. I am gonna smoke a little PCP sometime this week. I am gonna take a bottle of Remy to the face.
It is more closely aligned.
I'm gonna smoke cigarettes most days.
It's not a get ready with me with like a finance guy. My 4 to 9 before my 9 to 5. It's different for you. You're up late.
But Joe, for his age and for the damage that he's done on his body, it looks good.
No, Jim looks good.
He's in good shape.
Jim looks
just
great.
Like who's the other rapper that is in good shape who's doing pull-ups?
No, probably Jadakiss went on his juice shit.
No, it was Jada.
Yeah, Jada's been on his juice stuff. I saw a video of Central C.
You said juice stuff or Jew stuff?
Juice. Like I think he opened a juice bar at some point. Where's It's the Real when we need them? But I think that I saw because I don't mean to start us off with Drake talk, but it's been big news on my TL after his appearance at Wireless Fest, and he brought out all the British rappers and basically glazed them, saying that they're better than American. And
what else is new?
But I mean, I'm a proud American, of course, and I have to disagree with him. But I think he's doing what he has to do. I think he knows he's got a rapt audience, and they're going to be nice to him. And I think that it's a smart move to bring out. Do you know rapper Dave, who's wildly popular in the UK?
Dave, yeah,
guy called Dave. He came out on a stage. It's like 80,000 people or something, and he looked like. He was wearing like jean shorts and a polo shirt, and it was all very clean. And I was kind of like, he looked like a little kid. But I also was like, everybody else looks stupid. You actually look the best, but because of the setting, you look insane.
Okay, so it's you do look the best out of all this somehow, even though you're wearing something that Soulja Boy wore when he was 13.
Yeah, it fit better than that, and it was probably like a Stone Island polo. I couldn't see from my vantage point.
They weren't Denver Nuggets denim shorts.
No, yeah, they weren't ankle grazing NBA team shorts. But yeah, it was just an interesting. I was like, wow, you look like a kid waiting on the bus, but you also are the best dressed guy on the stage.
Sign of the times.
But yeah,
it's interesting, and that you said his audience was rapt, because I think him glazing UK rappers is taking a page out of the Renee Rapt playbook by knowing that you have been alienated by a certain group of people in her world.
Yeah,
that is breeders.
Yeah,
you hate me, I hate you. We can, we are going to be enemies, and we'll build together. And then Drake is like, okay, well, America, not so much for me anymore. I'm going to focus my energy and take my talents to Bristol, Cardiff, and a lot of them.
I will say
I'm going to stop hanging out with whoever the trap rapper du jour is, or whoever the 700-pound rapper, the Dave Blunt, and they're like, what's WizKid and Burna Boy and Sims and all these people doing?
There's so many. I mean, I've really been rocking with Skepta lately, because the Fred Again song is unfortunately undeniably a smash.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that, but it's just true. It's just true. But I mean, the big story, obviously, I got a lot of texts about, was that he brought out Vanessa Carlton to play 1,000 Miles, which is it was really funny, because I noticed she posted on Instagram, something big is coming, and like I was like, that's not like her. That's really funny. Like, she's having a laugh here, and then it really was something big came.
She was doing like a Wait on It, Big Things Are Gone.
Yeah.
Album mode style post from Vanessa Carlton. Shout out, Vanessa.
I'm gonna ask her about it because I need to know. Do you think she got paid a lot, or do you think it was just like, I'll put you on the PJ, get you over here, put you at the hotel? You know what I mean? I wonder if he broke her off.
I don't think so. I don't think
so either. I don't think that's how that works. You know what I mean? Like, I'll pay for you to get there, and it's going to be extra nice. But it was cool because he didn't try to like. She just played her song and he vibed out. There was no like collaboration, which was kind of sick.
So that was it. I mean, I kind of like that, and that is an undeniable hood classic. Now at this point, it's been sampled a lot, and I think Sexy Red went over it a long time ago. That was one of her first breakouts.
Yeah, I mean, several people have over the years, which is, I mean, the best video is when I think it was the USA Olympic basketball team.
Yeah.
On
That's
the
a
plane,
classic one.
Singing the whole
dry snitching on your damn self.
But yeah, it was really funny. It was
speaking of Sexy Red, how do you feel about her? Pitchfork giving her the 7.5 and Clips getting the 6.6 or something like that, whatever it was.
I mean, that just
justice is served.
I mean, I just don't care about Sexy Red in any iota. Like, I couldn't care less. I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, I did go to the Clips album listening party. So I did witness the.
So it's clear which side your alliances lean to.
I mean, Clips has given us, whether you like them or not, they've given us actual classics. You know what I mean? That like every person respects and knows the words to. It's some of the best Pharrell production of all time. I don't know what Sexy Red has given us yet. She could get there.
Stuff.
She could get there.
There's time. Yeah. I mean, Clips has had a head start.
Yeah,
she's just getting started.
I gotta say, Pusha T and No Malice look extremely good for their age. Like, No Malice is in his 50s.
Yeah,
they look very, very good. I was impressed.
What do you think it is? Because they obviously, for them to be at that age and the lifestyle that they live is why they look so good. So I don't know. Like, I like my rappers to really be living what they're talking about, and I think Clips might be number one. Not living what they're talking about.
Well, I hate to say this, Jason, but I unfortunately think most rappers that have any success are not living what they're talking about.
Of course, and that's why I don't like most rappers.
Well, I mean, yeah, no,
but I guess more so the point I'm making is like everyone is just talking about like, oh damn, Clips, they're rapping like they're basically saying like these guys still sell cocaine.
Yeah.
They're still on the street. They still are moving weight. And, all they do is talk about selling coke. And I bet you they don't sell coke. They don't do coke. They don't even drink.
They definitely don't do it. They definitely don't do it.
They're having sea moss gel and doing, Korean face masks with their wife.
I feel like it's somewhere in between that. But yes, I agree with you.
I love drug dealer rap. I love talking about selling drugs and doing drugs and all that stuff. It's fun and exciting and a tale as old as time. But if you are, in your 50s and you're subscribing to Architectural Digest and you're going to go to the farmer's market today, how many more times can you rap about doing coke and selling coke?
Well, it's actually less about
and running a criminal syndicate.
I would say that it's less about that than it ever has been, to be completely honest. So at least there is some maturity there. There's there's shit about like her parents dying that doesn't mention, but of course there's every song is going to have some sort of coke talk. But yeah, it was a funny it was it was presented by Apple Music, and of course it was at one of the scammer WSA buildings because they've somehow acquired another one on 180 Maiden Lane. But it was
they got another one.
They got another one. They got Brooklyn too, but Brooklyn's been there for a little bit. But yeah, the amount of white guys with like extremely manicured beards in that listening party was over the. I thought that had kind of died out. Bro, I saw guys they had it manicured. I mean, it looked like they had
like some Rory and Mal shit.
Extremely. I thought Joe Budden was going to be there because they had just done his podcast, but I left halfway through because I was like, it was midnight. I couldn't really take it. it was some Rory and Mal shit. That's exactly what it was.
Okay. And what was the scene like at this exclusive listening party? It really has like a 2003 Def Jam street team feel to it, I gotta say.
That's 100% what it was. That's 100%. It felt like, I mean, it was very well done. Like, it was really nice, and it was on like, the 30th floor of a build. So it was like, and Apple paid for it, so it was properly produced because they were. Okay. I think you could live stream it.
So there were no fights or anything.
No. It was extremely like I worked at, I was the CMO at Complex kind of vibe. You know what I mean? But I think
people brought out their formal Air Force Ones.
Oh, there were some crispy Air Force Ones for sure. There was some, the fitted hats had stickers. It was that kind of, we're not messing around tonight. We are not messing around.
A lot of Kith in the building.
Actually, I thought I would see more Kith, and I didn't. But I need to. Thank you for bringing up Kith, because I need to make an admission that I'm not proud of, but I want to share with the group.
Making my way through the hood with your boo. All his homeboys think I'm cute. Riding around 10-5, toting his iron. Bet 9 and I've tried none. You getting filled too. I could have killed you. You lost a tennis shoe.
Last weekend, we had this bowl, and it's across the street, from the Kith flagship on Lafayette Street here in New York, and they've remodeled it, and there's a Kith Treats that is facing out like a classic ice cream window situation. So you don't have to go through the Kith store. You can just walk up, you can queue up and get an ice cream. And I wanted ice cream because it's summer, and it was July.
Ice cream.
It was July 4th weekend. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
So you deserve a little treat.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck it. I'm getting Kith Treats. I'm going to try this. And when I tell you that shit smacked so hard, I cannot stress enough how good it was.
Okay.
It was so good.
What exactly did you get?
So they do like a soft serve, obviously. So I got vanilla and chocolate swirl, but then they have all these toppings you can put on it. So I opted for Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and they have like some contraption, which I've never seen this before in all of my years of eating ice cream.
Contraption.
Where they sort of like smash it all together. Like they put it in it looks like those videos where they crush stuff.
Didn't you used to go to Cold Stone all barred out? You seen that shit?
No, Cold Stone, they chopped it up like Coke, not to bring it back to that. Okay. You know what I mean? They would they have at Cold Stone, they're on like what looks like to be a flat top oven with like these two tools. Mm-hmm. So this was like a lever that they pulled, and then it comes out all mixed together.
You talking about the chill grill? Yeah, it's a flat top that freezes things.
The chill grill. So it came out, and then the cone, I got a cone, and the waffle cone Kith logo. I mean, they thought of everything. Mm-hmm. But it was delicious. And but I also want to say it cost $15.
Okay, so this was a scoop where they mix in, they smash burger, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch into the ice cream, and then they roll it back up into a ball, and then they put it in the Kith waffle cone.
But because it's soft serve, I couldn't really see the process, and it took quite a long time. I will say that. But
really,
man, I couldn't believe how good it was. I was like really, really taken aback because I was doing it as a joke, and then I was like, pleasantly surprised.
I think soft serve is really having a strong comeback right now, and I'm pro and con it.
What's the place in Silver Lake that I like?
Magpies.
That shit is good.
Yeah, there's places that are popping up that are sort of like under the guise of it being like Japanese imported. Like,
those are happening here too. No, 100%.
Where it's like we've imported this milk from the cows of Hokkaido, and then we have this, and it's run by like some fucking tweaker ass kid who has zero work skills, and he takes the like matcha charcoal waffle cone that tastes like fucking diarrhea, and then he just sticks it underneath the soft serve thing, pulls the lever, and it just slides out like a diarrhea, and he hands it to you, and he's like, Steve, back in my day, we would get a swirl. I guess the overarching point is the world is in a bad position when McDonald's is like head and shoulders above most other small businesses, restaurants, similar things. Like better, they get better pay.
I don't know
better
if that's
customers.
true.
I mean,
I don't know if that's true.
I think it's true. I mean,
I don't think it's true.
From my personal, I pay attention.
When's the last
to
time you went to McDonald's? You haven't been into McDonald's in years.
I haven't been inside, but drive-through.
I don't know if I believe you.
What do you mean?
When's the last time you went through the drive-through at McDonald's?
Maybe like 3 weeks ago, because of soft serve.
But it's not a McFlurry. It's just a vanilla chocolate swirl, right?
Well, they obviously have an Oreo McFlurry, but I just get the small whatever. Like, so sometimes.
But would you consider a McFlurry a soft serve? I feel like a McFlurry is its own thing, sort of.
I think the McFlurry is made out of soft serve because
sure. Okay, yeah, it's closer to soft serve
McDonald's
than ice cream.
just has ice cream machine, and ice cream machine is broken.
Sure.
But nobody is hand scooping like it's Salt and Straw over McDonald's. It's just, but all that is to say, like, you used to be like, you go to the mom and pop ice cream shop, you open the door, and a bell would ring, and a person would greet you, and hey, would you like some samples? Blah blah blah. Take their time scooping it, getting it all there, boom, presenting it to you. It looks perfect. It's too good to eat. And now these sort of like third generation, it's kind of like weed dispenser. It's like the Zaza shopification of soft serve.
Okay, so you want to go back to like 90s Cape Cod and walk into a family owned where like high school students are working on their summer break to give you a scoop of vanilla because that's pure to you.
Yeah, that's the ideal scenario. And those places do exist.
They do exist, but I don't give a shit about that.
It's the new third wave.
Yeah.
Quick fix. Like we come into town, we spend $50,000 to create this business. We hire some awful Gen Z.
To be fair, awful Gen Z employees are at every business you're going to find, even a mom and pop. They might be
But I'm saying they are not found at McDonald's. And if McDonald's in my mind used to be the bottom of the barrel, and now we have found subfloors to this barrel that were not known before.
I don't think
it's Saddam's hiding place of subdivisions.
I think McDonald's is like I think it's obviously a successful business for a reason, but it's just I think that
the difference is McDonald's has like a manager and they're telling people what to do and controlling their employees. And then you walk into some place in Echo Park or Ridgewood or wherever, and it's just two people who are just waiting for their ketamine to show up.
I actually had some amazing at an unnamed soft serve place. I've had some of the most amazing bad service I've ever witnessed. Like to the point where it's so good, it's so funny how little they care and how stoned they are that I like it.
Yeah,
like I do a full 180. I'm like, fuck these losers, and then I'm like, what would I do if I was making $15 an hour working in a soft serve place? I would be stoned as fuck and not give a shit about this.
Yeah,
because it's not a job that requires any skill. You just have to be sort of nice and take a credit card.
I agree, and the problem, or I guess my gripe, is they're not even being nice, and they're not being mean either. They're being just flatline nothing. You walk into the door,
they're just
and you're
on their phone.
Hello, are you guys open? And they're like,
Nobody cares.
Yeah, and at least at McDonald's, they're like, hi, how are you? Here's your heart disease food.
Yeah,
have a good day, sir. See you
I
later.
see what you mean. That I think is probably true. I think there's like more.
At McDonald's, they're swirling the soft serve and handing it to you with a smile on their face, saying, "You have had a hard day. You just paid your good earned money to get this treat. Your kid's gonna stop crying, whatever it is. Have a nice looking cone."
I mean, I could.
You go do it in Echo Park. Just matcha doo doo.
There's no. I mean, I don't think you. McDonald's is literally doo doo. Like it is defined.
I know.
By that. But I wouldn't walk in a McDonald's.
I wouldn't drive.
I wouldn't drive through a McDonald's. I wouldn't use the bathroom in a McDonald's. It's just too much. Like fast food the way that we have made fast food restaurants like a cute treat is disgusting. And I don't know where, because it's like is In-N-Out actually better? Like, I don't know if it's actually better. Is Chick-fil-A actually? I think you think it is because it's a better presentation. It doesn't have all the history attached to it. But I think that it's just like that being the little treat for people is so odd to me because going into a fast food restaurant disgusts me. And not because I'm a snob. It's because I just don't want anything they have to offer.
Going into most all fast food restaurants is disgusting. You don't want to see how that sausage is made. In-N-Out, I feel like, is a little different because they're saying, hey, open kitchen, watch us do all of this stuff versus...
Because they're saying, hey, this is touched by God. This is blessed by
no, they're saying,
Jesus Christ himself.
McDonald's, they're commonly known as the greatest French fry in the world. Everyone loves them. They think it's magic. They think it's blah, blah, blah. It's like a scientifically grown potato in like this weird giant bunker in the middle of America. It's like a fucked up genetically modified potato starch factory thing going on. You go to In-N-Out, Hector's making the fries right there. You see him taking a potato, putting it in the squisher, squishing it down.
Are you going to start saying that Chipotle is good too because they have an open kitchen? I just don't think that is. I mean, In-N-Out's fine. I don't care about In-N-Out. But I just think that people thinking like a Chick-fil-A or an In-N-Out, or even in some cases a Zaxby's, is of a higher grade.
Not Zaxby.
It's a higher grade than like Burger King and McDonald's. I just don't think that's actually true. I think it's a mental thing, and we're holding on to it from childhood, and I think it's a little bit of a mind game people play with themselves to justify pigging out.
Yeah, you're right. Justify pigging out. I mean,
and that's fine if it makes you happy. I'm all for it. I just don't think these places are. I think these places they all exist on the same plane to me. Mm-hmm. And when you start giving some different allowances, I don't know if that's actually coming from a place of truth.
That could just be clever branding and marketing to brainwash us.
I mean, that's and more power to the evil Chick-fil-A corporation, the evil In-N-Out corporation, mm-hmm. for figuring out that like you can get upper middle class 40-year-old creative directors to have a bad boy meal at In-N-Out and take that business away from McDonald's.
Fool me twice, shame on me type shit.
Exactly. But I think it is. Yeah, I think it's the. I mean, last night. Lane, David Cho, and Alex and I went to Penny, and
double date at the Penny Bar. Okay,
it was delicious.
Is it hard to have a convo when we're all sitting shoulder to shoulder?
It's funny you say that because Lane's brother is a chef there. We got the corner.
Not the corner.
Which is actually, that happened to me. We went with Fran and Jackie to Maddie's Bar Clams in Toronto. I thought about this. I was like, this is going to suck. How are we going to do this? Also put us on a corner. And it's actually a great way to dine. But there's one corner.
Okay, so how long gone pro tip in the food culinary space? Best way to dine in these scenarios: know the owner of the restaurant.
You got to know the owner of the restaurant,
or the head chef.
At least the head chef. But I'm getting at, they have this amazing dessert there that's like a brioche ice cream sandwich. But Cho, being the nasty little freak that he is, had bought the Selena Gomez Oreos and wanted me to try them, so he brought them to the restaurant. And I'm thinking to myself, this is similar to what we're talking about, where it's like we like all this stuff because it reminds us of childhood, but it's actually so bad, and it's the same thing as going to McDonald's to me. But the Selena Gomez Oreo absolutely fucking smacks.
What did Selena do? Did she add a little hot sauce to it or something?
No, even better, a horchata.
Oh, that's smart.
It's good.
God,
I mean, Alex said it tasted like a Dunkaroo, and then I couldn't untaste that, which is a really astute observation.
And really smart, because Oreo is like, all right, we're going to call it the Selena Gomez Horchata Oreo cookie. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, all right, how are we going to make it? And then they go, just add some cinnamon.
Yeah, literally.
All right, we're done.
They did. No, it's a custom cookie. Like, it has Selena Gomez on the outside. Her name is on it.
Sure.
On each individual cookie, but yeah, they were delicious. I have to say, I don't know if I'm going to seek them out, but they were good.
I feel like we are close to being able to create our own custom bespoke Oreos, the way that we can do it with the M&Ms. You know what I mean?
Sure. What was the Nike thing? Nike ID. The Nike ID for Oreos is coming.
The Nike ID, Oreo. I mean, just imagine. Let's say your friend's favorite band is Crass, and you just get the 12-pack of Crass logo Oreos right on there. That would look stunning, wouldn't it?
That is really good. That's really good. I got you. Hey, Chris Chang, it's your birthday. I got you some Crass Oreos. I
right?
No,
what a treat.
That's a good idea. I think that I do wonder how, because the M&M, when that first came out, I did it immediately and put my face on M&Ms immediately, like the week it launched.
First day out.
This is the coolest shit I've ever seen. I mean, this is, at this point, it's probably like 15 years ago, 20 years ago, maybe. But that's still available, right? Like we can still go online and order M&Ms with our face on them.
Oh, 1,000%. Or whatever message you want. HLG.
Of course.
CEO.
Yeah,
Get the CEO hard pack of peanuts, green only.
I wonder if you can you do peanut now? Because I feel like originally you could only do the OGs, but I want peanut.
They're like, we tried to do peanut, but they're just simply too oblong.
They're too bumpy. Sometimes because when you throw in the wild card of peanut shape, it's very tough to plan for that as far as printing goes.
Yeah, I mean, it's an organic material that God created. Each one is different and special in their own way. Snowflake of the nut world.
Organic material.
Going back, Shorty had that organic material. Going back to Chick-fil-A, I was friend of the show, Bad Bunny. He had his first show of his tour, I think in his hometown. Is it PR or DR? Is it Puerto Rico or Dominican Republic? I don't know.
I think PR. I think.
I've got my best guys on this. Let me see.
He's known as the king of Latin trap, which I had not heard before. But yeah, he's Puerto Rico. I was correct.
Latin trap. Sorry, I'm just texting you a photo. I had ChatGPT make me a Crass Oreo, and it looks pretty good.
Crass Oreo looks banging.
It looks nice, doesn't it? There's some other round logo iconography.
Yeah, for sure.
Siri, who got the roundest logo?
We could work in a Black Flag bars, I think, if we wanted to.
Guilt-free Dunkin'. Okay, well, anyway, Bad Bunny's doing his first show of the tour. He famously said no dates in America because there's no reason to, which is pretty funny and pretty cool.
Very cool.
I like it because he's like, hey, I don't speak English and I don't want to.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm so big, I don't have to.
He's like, I'll still steal your bitch in Calabasas, and I don't even need to speak English.
How cool is that?
It's very.
I mean, I guess it's also cool that enough Spanish-speaking people live in the world to where they're like, no, we're good. We don't need English.
We don't need that.
Thank God I'm bilingual. Anyway, Bad Bunny, he was up in there with LeBron, and everyone was having a good time, but the thing that I really liked about his show, we were talking to Mark Hoppus of Blink-182 about, the stage and the pyro and the fireworks and the explosions. Bad Bunny, he's got his stage set up to sort of look like a South American forest or a jungle.
Nice. He's going rainforest cafe mode.
He's going to rainforest.
Rainforest.
But he had live chickens roaming around on the stage as props, which is bittersweet.
Nice. That is
because
nice.
he's got a damn 6-piece leg and thigh running around on stage.
Don't call Kendall Jenner that, bro. That's that's rude. She's a successful businesswoman. I'm sorry. Continue.
I'm glad that we are giving jobs, union work to these animals in need. But I feel like the sound issue is potentially abusive to these animals, and I'd love to see these little roosters with the shooting range earmuffs on to control. Like when you bring your baby to see the Appleseed cast.
All right, sweetheart. Put on your airport headphones. We're going to the Jade Tree 25th anniversary concert. So Bad Bunny, I just want to understand. So Bad Bunny has the stage set up like he's in the rainforest, and he's got wild, real chickens running around to kind of make it feel very realistic. He's really like putting the work in.
It's a nice touch.
It's a very nice touch. That's very cool. And Bad Bunny is one of my favorite artists that I will never listen to and don't care about at all, but I'm really happy how successful and cool he is.
Me too. And I feel like in about 10 years, it'll come around and I will finally understand it and appreciate it.
Get that Duolingo going now.
Much like Justin Bieber. Yeah, much like Bieber, he's kind of slowly wearing me down to where I'm like, you know what? I can't help but stand. There's an accent mark over the A in Stan.
I cannot help. Yeah, the Bieber thing. I've been getting a lot of messages about Justin Bieber from friends. Like, what did you listen to? What did you, And I just was like, it just literally sounds like McGee and Dijon with him trying to be Michael Jackson, and that kind of works sometimes. You know what I mean? It's not bad. I don't know.
Oh.
It does feel like it's a amuse-bouche to something that might hit a little harder, but then you see the streaming numbers and he's fucking, he's destroying. It's crazy.
I mean, he's a talent. I mean, he was in the studio with McGee and Dijon like a year ago, and I remember when the McGee album came out, I was like, oh, this shit sounds a lot like Justin Bieber. It would be cool if he just made music with Justin Bieber. Obviously, McGee's ass was listening. I'm just kidding. I can't take any credit for it, but I think it works out well. I think that his vocalizing over that kind of music is a nice amuse-bouche. It scratches the Frank Ocean itch that many people other than you seem to have.
I think Swag has more swag than Frank Ocean, if I'm keeping it 100.
I don't think people will disagree with that.
I'm never going to listen to it again, but I listened to it all the way through a couple times, and I was like, all right, this is cool. This is cooler than it needs to be. But I saw that Scooter Braun, Enemy of the State, said that this is like this is the most authentic Justin Bieber record that has ever been made and released.
Don't come crawling back, Scooter.
I'm like, yeah, that's because he's smoking dust with some freaks in a studio in Burbank. That's because that's the real him.
That's because if he's not, drinking Pinot Noir with Lil B,
yeah,
he's hanging out with McGee's friend who has like one of those headlamps and like a soldering iron. And he's like up since 4 a.m, like soldering a bass pedal onto
he's never seen
onto a plate reverb.
Yeah, they go to do a fucking blunt wrap run, and Justin Bieber gets in McGee's friend's Subaru, and he's never been in a car that like that in his life. He's like, what the fuck is this? What? I don't understand. This car works?
You people have to drive?
Hold on. I have a Sprinter with a fucking butane lighter installed in it. Why don't you guys get on my level?
I have no climate control from the back seat at all. Wow. Okay. Okay, we'll figure it out. So I think it works out well. The other thing that the thing that I am enjoying about Swag is he's not really trying to appeal to any particular group, whereas that's where Drake seems to be failing right now.
So you don't think that Justin Bieber is sort of like pandering to a pitchfork cool guy audience? You think he's just it's more general interest?
Well, I would say that if he's pandering in any direction, it's with black people. I think that he is showing his true soul and flavor on this record, and a reason why, or something that reminded me of that or made me start thinking that is I was listening to the album. Carolyn's in the car. She's like, I don't know. And I'm kind of, some songs are skipping. Some of them I'm like,
you mean
okay.
Because your CD has a scratch, or you're saying you're choosing to skip them because they're not doing it
My
for you?
My Bluetooth cassette was having playback issues. Once the battery starts,
I know,
not dying all the way, but it starts,
getting low.
It starts getting low. But, some songs, Carolyn would be like, like when you do the car test or the girlfriend test or the wife test where you're playing a song. I'm sure you do it with Alex, where you're like,
I don't.
When you're testing out all of your tracks for the weekend gigs.
Yeah.
Anyway, but like you'll be in the car listening to music, and you'll be listening to a song and appreciating this Pavement B-side for whatever twang or tone of the third guitar play, whatever it is, and then you'll put on some other random song, and it could be any genre, but you'll just see somebody like Alex, who's more in tune with her physical body, comes from a dancing background.
Sure.
And you just see, it's just more, not to be sexist, but it's more of a female trait and quality to be able to appreciate the true rhythm and beat
that's true.
Of music.
I think that's true. I'm appreciating a pedal steel solo. I'm not kind of appreciating the full package the way I should.
Yeah, and as a DJ, my whole career is like, if you can get girls dancing, then
of course,
free your mind and the rest will follow. Everything is good to go at that point. But I was listening to the Justin, and I found myself doing kind of, when the drummer at church is like a little too good at drumming, and they get in the pocket. So it was like that gospel, like really interesting, like subtle and restrained fill patterns. You know what I mean? That only like a real good like black church drummer can do. I found myself mimicking those drum fill patterns, or obviously at least trying to, on my steering wheel.
Of course, no, you don't have to tell me about air drumming, Chief. Okay, that's you don't have to tell me one thing about that.
I'm the bird to your Jordan in terms of disrespecting the trim package on a steering wheel. Beat the brakes off that hoe. The amount of times that you've had to put your hand up because you accidentally honked the car in front of you. No, sorry.
Oh, no.
So I'm just listening to Alkaline. You get it. There I go again.
You've heard Alkaline Trio, right? You've heard this, right? The drums are amazing on this one.
Yeah, I'm listening to Queens of the Stone Age, the record where Dave Grohl did. Yeah, you got it. What part of the steering wheel is your crash? What part of the steering wheel is your snake?
Actually, I don't. I take it off. What I do, and this is. I don't think this is. I'm the first person to do this, but I might be the best person to do this. Is the car? The steering wheel is guided by my knee, and I'm playing the full kit in the air.
Oh, we're not tapping.
No, I'm going from hi-hat to China to ride to crash to floor tom.
But it's all in the air. There's no haptic touch whatsoever.
There's no haptic touch. Exactly. There's no haptic touch. I think the haptic touch actually limits my skills because I'm not playing a huge kit, but I've got everything I need. I'm not Stuart Copeland. I don't have stuff behind me. I don't have any auxiliary percussionists in the car. It's usually just me. And if I can get in the pocket, it's
not like a little jazz trio tiny kit. You've got a few more things to play with.
Just a few more. Thank you to my sponsors. I'm a Zildjian guy since day one. So I've been able to kind of explore the package, and I have to do that in my own way.
We leave the rotos at home for this one though.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I prefer every car will have a good spot on the floor where the brake or gas is, where you can get a good kind of kick drum tone going.
Oh, your kick drum. I thought you were going to be, because what I've always wanted to do as an amateur drummer is be able to just keep the time on the hi-hat no matter what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Where you're just
that's your skill challenge.
The hi-hat's just constantly clapping perfectly on beat until I need it. You know what I mean? And then I'm back in. But yeah, I understand that. The kick drum
hi-hat is kind of tweakery. That means that you're drinking a little too much cold brew if you're focusing on the hi-hat. A guy like me, a little more, kind of hung behavior. I'm in the pocket. It's kick and snare only. Just let it breathe, baby. You know what I mean?
I understand that. I'm not saying that I'm going to overplay. I'm just saying that I like that sort of tick when a drummer has that. It makes it feel like something is different.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially if you have the tambourine sitting on top of the hi-hat. Mm-hmm. For a little extra something.
I also like. I feel like Travis Barker. Not to bring it back, but his drum, his kick tone is very similar to a lot of cars' floorboards.
I see.
And he's a fun drummer to play along with.
Yeah, very
him
fun.
And the No Doubt drummer is also another fun one to do. The drum fills on Sunday morning.
Oh yeah, that's
exquisite.
Exquisite. That is
okay. How did we get there? We were talking about. Oh, so basically,
Bieber.
Yeah, the Bieber. It's the kind of music that a very talented church gospel soulful drummer with restraint is able to really those people they're lions in a cage and they never really get the meal that they want. Bieber said, I got half an elk. You still got to there's still an eyeball on there.
Do you think
when they're used to eating French fries and shit?
Do you think anybody that played on this album Justin Bieber met in church though? Because there's a high probability that this drummer could actually be a church drummer. Mm-hmm. He said Hillsong is closed. You guys need to work. Why don't you come down with me and the boys, and we'll cut you in on some real music.
And what this has really done has set him up to have the greatest Tiny Desk concert in the world. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. He's gonna say, "Oh, Clips, you're doing the little on the desk. Hold
the school lunch table.
Hold my unwell elixir. I'm about to bring in a lesbian named Shanice that is about to do drum fills that will have the inside of your ass just doing
backflips. I'm waiting for the Bieber. I wonder what he's. I mean, I do appreciate, but as we reach sort of rollout fatigue, him just being like, I'm gonna rip off the Prada font, put the word swag on black, take some dramatic black and white pictures with Renell for my album cover, and that's it. And you got it. We're done. I really appreciate it, because I think that if you have the audience, like, you can do that. It doesn't matter. Yeah. It really doesn't matter. Like, you don't need videos. You don't need to spend any money. Like, he had billboards and shit. Obviously, they spent money. It's Justin Bieber. But I'm just saying, like, there's no prelude. There's no pomp and circumstance. It's like, here's the music. You either like it or you don't. And I respect that.
Yeah, that is when you are that big on his level, you're able to do it. Same thing with Chris Brown or any of these people who make that kind of music and have that kind of following. You just, whoever his manager is, just text the Swag album cover to Clear Channel and be like, can you put this up on Times Square today? And they're like, here's how much it costs. And they're like, okay.
Yeah,
and
please run the program.
There's no deck presentation. There's no Q4 rollout strategy. It's just like, here it is. Put it up on the screen now.
I wonder if Justin's one of those annoying musicians who cares about everything, or if he's over the years been beat down and just doesn't give a shit about anything but making the music. You know what I mean? Because, there's some people that care more about the other stuff, which is, a little barking up the wrong tree most of the time. But he's been through it. So
I like to think that there's a fire inside of him, and it needs to come out musically.
I'm happy this is what he came out. I think it's cool. Like, whether I listen to it again or not, I think it's cool and interesting. And anybody at that level doing anything that is a risk is so rare, And I also think he's got that kind of fan base, and this is obviously very desirable for anyone doing anything, but they kind of like, they want to understand it, so they will, if that makes sense.
Yes. That does make sense. I've been, that's me listening to extreme noise records or, whatever it is. Like, yeah, I think I get it.
Yeah, I love Lightning Bolt. I really get this. I feel it. Yeah, I think it's cool.
I agree. And to your point of that, I also like that all these interesting people that we're friends with or tangentially know, people who manage them and producers and engineers on the record and musicians and everyone that came in to work on it are going to get, or they're going to experience what it's like to get paid off of Justin Bieber's stream splits versus we had one that broke 1 million, and Spotify check's going to be almost $8,000 this year. It's pretty good, versus like, here's what happens when you get paid on the Justin Bieber split.
I can't even imagine the difference. I mean, I feel like there's Justin Bieber and there's everybody else sort of at that level. There's maybe 5 people that are like, true change your life without. Like, Bieber, it'll change your life if you contributed a drum pattern to an album track.
Yeah,
it's not even like you have to be like the co-writer.
You did one song on track 17, little drum part remix. Just bought your mama a house right there, bro.
We're good to go. Yeah, shout out to Justin Bieber. We'd love to see you winning, and keep smoking whatever you're smoking. It's working. It's working.
Keep smoking that pure beauty. I've noticed this is sort of the Instagram close friends season, where all of our friends are popping into P-Town and upstate here and little conclaves, and they're sort of letting the squad know that they're open for business. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I saw somebody, I think we're talking about the same person. They were letting them know they're open for business in something nice and mesh yesterday. And I appreciated that.
Because I feel like when you go to, these Fire Island places or P-Towns or, whatever, in Tampa, I'm not just talking about gay places, but just people who are into.
Seem like you are, but I get it. Tampa, throw that in there for good measure.
Look, wherever there may be a bog, the Havasus of the world, the Tahoes, the Tosnos, many parts of Arizona, where it's like, hey, this is my favorite bog or bridge or tunnel or tree. This is my favorite abandoned pickup truck where I do kind of the bulk of my exhibition sex. So if you're interested, you like what you see, drop a pin. I'll give you my coordinates and my hours.
Close Friends has changed this equation.
Find me on Signal.
Because it used to be you'd see a guy get to New York, post a picture of a cab or a famous building to kind of send out the bat signal. But now with Close Friends available, you can just do whatever you want.
Baltimore, I'm in you.
Baltimore, see you tonight. Who's going to see Dan Deacon tonight? Meet me there.
And now it's very similar to, it's funny, like the Close Friends Instagram, when you open up the phone and you've got the bright glowing green ring around it. It's really like a green light that almost pulls your finger in to hit it. And it's also very similar when you're at the self-checkout line and the, register number 7 just opens up, little green light, head that way. Maybe I'm getting a little too deep on this one.
You are, but I like it. I think green means go, baby. And you can't unlearn that, where that's something that is ingrained in us in childhood, or at least at 15, 16 years old when you learn to drive.
Yeah. If somebody considers you to be a close friend, it's your duty and just common decency to smash that watch button.
What I love about Close Friends is that it's a lot of people that I am not close friends with that are giving me access to their secret life, which is a fun game, I think, because usually it's just this. It's 1 degree different than what's being posted on the regular. It's not.
Okay,
it's
so you see the green ring come up, and you're like, really, huh? Okay. You sure about this?
Oh, we worked on that New Balance project 10 years ago. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Okay. I'll check it out.
Yeah. I wonder if people have multiple.
Check it out. Oh, it's a picture of a latte. Okay. All right. Shit. There we go. I think you can. I think you can like have groups too.
Yeah.
I think, so you can like you piece it out however you want.
The thought of having it is, I guess I don't ever have to let the squad know that I'm open for business, but great marketing tool, that Close Friends, I'll tell you what.
I agree with that.
Let's see here. Wait, go. You're about to say something?
Have you watched any of the Lena Dunham show yet?
I watched the first episode.
Okay, I haven't watched it yet. Alex finished it, so I'm gonna watch it during our EXO tour life this weekend, I guess.
Okay, we're gonna set up. We're gonna do screenings. One, just cancel the hotel rooms. We don't need 2, just 1. We'll build a fort. I'll go to Trader Joe's, get a whole snack pack.
No, we're ordering a Papa John's.
Lay down a towel.
We're ordering Papa John's, building a fort. I'll bring jammies for both of us, and we can just kind of watch what Mama made.
Okay, some part I'm going to cry, and you have to pause it because I don't want to. You have to promise me you'll pause it. No, I've been busy watching, over the weekend, I was watching Spirited Away, which is a animated film from 25 years ago, because I was hosting a panel discussion last night for a screening with Uniqlo and friend of the show, Karev Chan.
That's great. I hope they paid you well enough to make you watch a 25-year-old animated film, because that's a $100,000 deal right there. That's $100,000. Did you watch it on your? Did you watch it on your Apple, your headset, your VR, or did you do regular?
It was an immersive experience, of course. Yeah.
That's nice. I love an immersive experience.
I watched it in the sauna. I watched it.
Who did you talk to?
I talked to Justin Chang, Pulitzer Prize winning film critic for The New Yorker.
It was just you two. There wasn't anybody else.
Just us two.
Oh, nice.
So okay, it was a guy who knows more about films than anyone in the world, and me, a guy who is like, you know what? If I'm going to host a panel discussion about this movie, I'd better watch it.
You're like, dude, this movie's cool, but you like Bill and Ted, right? Like that shit's really my thing.
Yeah, I asked Uniqlo, I was like, do we have to talk about only this movie, or can we just talk about all the fun movies?
Is there other movies we could talk about? Uniqlo family?
But I think it's better to watch it right before, so it's still fresh on the mind. And it's a beautiful film. It's the #1 Japanese film of all time, beating out Titanic and all that shit. It won.
No, I've heard of it.
It won Cannes. It won the Oscar. It's hand drawn. It's a legendary film. Many people consider it to be a top 10 film of all time.
I had to watch a movie recently too.
Oh,
so I'm in I had to go to a A24 screening room at 11 a.m. on a Friday. But I did get to watch it alone, so that was kind of a treat. I felt like I was in like a rich friend's, house in LA kind of vibe.
Did you feel like you were about to give notes?
No. But
was it a film that was already completed?
Yeah. It's done.
Okay.
I'm interviewing someone I'm interviewing the director and writer, so I had to see it. But I actually really liked it. I really liked it.
Can you talk about it? Is this a?
Well, yeah. I mean, it was Benny Safdie. It's for a magazine, but it's the new. I can't remember what it's called. It's The Rock is playing kind of this guy. He's sort of like one of the first MMA fighters. And he's addicted to Oxy, and like it was really good. I really liked it. Emily Blunt plays his girlfriend.
It's called The Smashing Machine.
Yeah, it's really good. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, so I did. They did a good job because it's in. It's like late 90s Japan is like a big part of the setting, which is very nice to look at.
Wow. Okay. Very Studio Ghibli. Tying it back to my cinematic experiences this weekend.
Yeah, let's tie it back to
Okay,
AI.
are we going to get Safdie on the pod? Are we going to get Dwayne on the pod?
I would love DJ on the pod. I mean, I would love Benny was great. I mean, I already talked to him. It was great. He was cool and very well spoken. But I think that
awesome.
It is time for us to build with DJ again. I think after we met him, and now that he's sort of doing something for our fan base, I think it makes sense.
Yeah. Brazilian jiu-jitsu people. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
And what the last time I was talking to The Rock, we were talking about In-N-Out in Glendale off of Harvey Street, one of his favorite In-N-Out locations. Get that protein.
Imagine
get that 4x0.
Imagine what DJ's cheat day at In-N-Out looks like. They probably got to pull up the Hummer to fit the protein in there. Not the H2. I'm talking about the original.
Yeah, the original, the Schwarzenegger one.
Exactly. The real bad
guy. It
has
cans of water welded to the side. Those ones.
Those are hopefully gas cans, but maybe water, depending on how far
both.
You're going out. Oh, it's both. Okay. Well, make sure you don't confuse them and drink gasoline, Jason. Just be careful. Be careful.
It's for the donkeys.
Of course.
Let's see here. What else do I have? The only thing is on my notes are all I did was eat food this weekend. It was a little too much. I was eating so good, but
Flynn launched a new veggie sandwich at gym, so I had to go yesterday, and that shit was smacking. And I have to say, there was a pickled carrot edition, and I'm usually not a big pickles guy, but it really set it off.
Okay, gem veggie sandwich.
It's like eggplant. I can't remember what was on it. It was very good.
It's weird because I had a veggie sandwich this weekend from Bubba and Grandma's. It's called the Rainbow.
Good.
And it was really good. It's just the dark wheat bread. There's like some curried tofu and the beets and tomatoes and sprouts and carrots and all that shit. But it was when the veggie sandwich, they make it, they cut it, wrap it in the brown organic looking paper, and then you open it and eat it a half an hour later, and the bread has been stained from the beetroot juice. That's when you know.
So you know it's gonna hit. No, absolutely. That sounds good too. I've never been to Bub and Grandma's because it's like, where is it? Is it Highland Park?
It's right next door to Dunsmore, so it's an area of LA that you will likely not explore.
I'm not going there.
But the next time you come to LA and you're here for a little while, I'm going to take you all the East Side spots. We're going to do like a bang bang day.
I would like that.
Because I know that
I feel like I'm missing.
That you're not going to want to like go to 5 different places over the course of your life. We'll just do it all in one afternoon. And you'll be like, that was great. It was amazing. I get it. Never going to come back, but I get it. Just like when you go to a great pizza spot in Ridgewood, you're like, yeah, it's awesome.
Delicious. I don't ever need
to
come back again. Why would I do that when I have a Sweet Green right down the street?
Went to Osteria Mozza last night. Shout out to their chef Kirby Shaw, listener of the pod. Sent out some beautiful things. We had the prosciutto and melon.
I haven't heard a motherfucker named Kirby since middle school. I like that. That's a nice name.
He looks like a baseball pitcher. He kind of looks like you, actually.
I could. Oh, all right, chill out. Yeah, we had some sort of. I can't remember what the fish was, but it was like a raw fish with like melon juice, and it was fucking banging. It was like a pescatarian version of the prosciutto and melon, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh. That melon juice.
Melon juice. Squeeze
So
me.
it's like, okay, like a little ceviche-ish kind of thing, but with some honeydew olive oil.
It was good. It was so good.
Hey, melons in season right now.
Mozza is so good, man. That's a great restaurant.
We had quite a meal. All the pastas, the salads.
I love going there because it also feels like it kind of feels serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? It feels like a serious restaurant, and I just, everything now is like trying to be quirky and fun.
Yeah.
And there's nothing quirky and fun about it. It's just really good.
People who take their job very seriously and want to do a good job.
Just like us with this podcast. It's a very
Pretty
similar.
much.
It's a very similar through line. All right, we are hitting the road. I mean, it's this week, Jason. I'm going to see you on Thursday in beautiful Minneapolis. Our show Friday. If you're not in St. Paul, if you can't get tickets to Turf Club, please stream it on Veeps. I think it's like $15. We're gonna have some surprises for you. It should be fun. Chicago Saturday night. We'll see you there at Lincoln Hall. Then we got a few days off before we hit Toronto and DC, but we'll be there soon. And London, get your tickets. I know you've been watching Oasis. We're all very excited to be there. August 4th at the 100 Club in Soho.
And July 20th, day after our Chicago show, them Gene's throwing out the first pitch at the Cubs Red Sox game. Tune in, live stream it nowhere.
Do they show that on TV?
Good question.
They might.
I think if you care enough to watch me, you'll find out.
If you're paying for MLB Red Zone, you may be able to check it out.
Yeah, somebody was telling me that people can actually bet on the first pitch. Like not the first pitch of the actual game, but like whoever
that's pretty funny.
Celebrity guest first pitcher, that you can bet if it's going to be like a ball or a strike.
I guess that's a nice binary bet. That's the kind of bet I would take. And if I would, you know what, man, I want to bet against you because it's funny, but I would bet for you. I would bet for a strike because that's what I believe in my heart.
The other thing, that power for me, I could be a fall guy.
Oh, we could make some money. You're saying
somebody in Vegas can make a couple calls. I'll throw a ball if I have to.
Bounce that shit up there. I don't care. For a couple $100. All right.
A couple $100.
HowLongGone.com. Get your tickets. We'll see you this week. And thank you for listening.
Bye-bye.
So go, baby,